Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth and I'm back again doing your November 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Capricorn. So I've tried to record this video several times and I don't know what's going on, but my computer keeps shutting down right when I do this video. And then I have to split it up and it just makes no sense to me. So I'm starting over again. And I just first want to say a big shout out, thank you to everybody who is following me and subscribing to my videos. And you guys are really awesome. So, you know, Capricorns make up a huge part of my support system, on YouTube, and you guys really make it possible for me to continue doing this, and I love what I do, so thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. So anyways, this video is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Capricorn, and this is for November 2015. So I'm going to lay out a spread for you and see what you guys get. Wow, so you guys have an awesome spread. I'm kind of glad that I ended up having to do this video, decided to do this video over again, because this is a really great spread for you guys. Now, in the heartbeat of the reading, I call it the track that you're on, or the present moment, you've got the King of Wands crossed by the Knight of Wands, which is fire energy, which is serious fire, okay? Together, this may be, for some of you Capricorns, for those of you who are younger, you may be in a relationship with Sagittarius, okay? Or someone who has strong Sagittarius in their chart. It can also be South Node in Gemini, North Node in Sagittarius, or South Node in Sagittarius, North Node in Gemini, I think, yes. Yeah, because I feel like the nodes, North and South Node of the moon actually play a huge, they factor in really to somebody's chart very strongly. So I'm going to say that. But to me, this is someone who's just has a lot of fire, warm fire energy. For those of you Capricorn males, I feel like this could be you, somebody who has some strong fire in their chart. You may also have Cancer or Scorpio in your chart as well, or you may be in crossing paths or in a relationship with a Cancer or Scorpio. This is two guys. So this could be guy-guy relationship, guy-girl relationship. Because I see the Knight of Wands as, Queen Elizabeth, Joan of Arc, very fierce female. You're a Capricorn female that's watching this. This is your fierce side coming out. This is the this is the fierce in you coming out in November, and I'm not sure why, but you have to be careful that there's almost not too much, fire for you this month. This is a month where you may feel like, losing your mind at somebody, blowing your temper, losing your cool, because I don't feel like this is a cool month for you. I feel like this is you on fire. And for those of you who are in a relationship with a fire sign male, and the outcome is the Lover's card. So things are going to really bode well for you and that person. Not everyone, okay, but the outcome is a Lover's card, which means love and romance and happiness are yours to be had, okay? Interesting, because I just did my Sagittarius video, and Sagittarius did also get the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, and I did shuffle. So for whatever reason, your paths may cross, Sagittarius, Capricorn paths. So the thing that's blocking you in the future, now for those of you who are new to my channel, I kind of bop around in different past, present, and future, and I bop around, but this is in the future position of your attitude. And this is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a girl who's, Miss Lonely Hearts, wondering is she ever going to find love. And just when she thinks she's never going to find love, she does. She meets the love of her life. okay? And that's the outcome. So I feel like Capricorn, this is actually November is a really great time for you. I'm really excited for you because that means, it's finally going to come to pass what you've been waiting on for a long, long time. If you've been looking for love or wanting love, because a lot of you, to have the Five of Pentacles in the position of attitude, it's you longing for a relationship. It's you wanting a relationship, wanting commitment, wanting something real. That's important for Capricorns. What's also important for Capricorns is work. You do have the Two of Wands crowning you, but a Capricorn, to Capricorn, love is very important because work is not everything, okay? But you have reached a very high point in your career. Some of you are very high powered, similar to Sagittarius. So you may have some Capricorn Sagittarius combo in your chart yourself. Because this is what's going on with you. This was what was going on with Sagittarius as well. So this is coming to a point where you've arrived. This is success. This is reaching the top. This is having climbed the ladder and gotten somewhere. This is reaching a goal. This is where the Capricorn strives to be. If you're not there yet, Capricorn, it's coming. It takes time, but it's coming, okay? The thing about Capricorn is the journey that matters, but I feel like you have accomplished a lot. And so you need to be proud of your accomplishments. Shine like the star that you are. And really just recognize that you worked hard to get where you are. And you deserve to be at the top. Okay. This is also, starting your own business. This is also, it's great for real estate or any kind of investments in properties. Capricorns are very, good at any kind of financial undertakings, any kind of things with, real estate and property and investments. They just have a mind for business. They're just really good business people. I used to say this to my parents all the time because they have their own business. I used to say, you're running it like a charity. You need to run it like a business. Capricorns run things like a business, The bottom line is important for a Capricorn. Other signs, not as much, but the Capricorn sees things they almost see life like a business, which doesn't work well in all situations. But for business, Capricorns really can do very, very well for themselves. So business is good, I want to say, for you, Capricorn, beginning of November, because it's crowning your reading. You also have the King of Cups in the recent past, which is contentment and happiness, which is really, really good. This is also, can be an older, or middle-aged, I want to say, water sign male, that someone who's just a really good guy. I really like the King of Cups because King of Cups to me is happiness, but it's also a person who's generally really upbeat and happy. They have really good perspective and they have a really good energy. And they love animals. They're really, really good with animals. So I want to say, again, it's another rags to riches story for you, Capricorn. Similar to Sagittarius, I think they also had this, where this is rags to riches, overnight, kind of overnight success, or you have a foundation that is, having to carry a lot of burdens, being a single mom, being a single dad, being that single career girl who's, trying to just pay her rent, trying to just get ahead, but it's very, very hard, having... it's interesting because you have, I was talking about properties. This is having a lot of properties. This is, you got both real estate cards. So message me if you're in real estate, or message me if you have like multiple houses. This is having multiple properties, multiple investments, being like an investment banker or working in banking. Some of you may have worked in banking in the past. It's the kind of thing that when both of them show up, this is the negative aspect of having too many properties, where it's like you can't manage to make all the mortgage payments. Where this is the positive aspect of having multiple properties, where it's actually your investments are turning, you have a lot of returns. where it's like the money just starts to roll in. So this is where you can't pay for shit. Okay, nothing is working. You're trying to pay, and you're eating bananas for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's all you're doing. And then this is like you have enough money for yourself and others, and things are really good. So things have really turned around for you. So maybe in October, September, October, even farther back, you were kind of struggling, and now it's like it's much better. You do also have to consider work-life balance. You do have to kind of manage work-life balance, and so that is kind of like the Capricorn challenge. But this is multitasking. This is juggling two things. In the best case scenario, it is just work-life balance. In the worst case scenario, this is somebody who has 2 girlfriends, 2 boyfriends, 2 jobs, okay? If you're dating, you may be dating multiple people. And I feel like, okay, Capricorn, if you're dating, some of you, I want to say some of you are not going to end up with the same guy that you start up dating in November, okay? You may start dating, Cancer or Scorpio, a young Cancer or Scorpio male. And then you may end up dating, an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo male. Okay, I feel like the strong Leo too here. So you may be in a relationship with Leo Capricorn, or someone who has strong Leo in their chart, or someone who has strong Aries. There's so much fire energy. To me, this could all be the same person. To me, this is you, and you're juggling a lot. I see that as you. So, but I also see that you may be beating the world off with a stick, or you may be interacting with 2 different people. I want to say there could be 2 different people here, because these characters are not all the same. Okay, I want to say at least 2. Okay, it could be another Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo male that you interact with, or it could be between 2 different fire signs, like a Leo and a Sagittarius, or like an Aries and a Sagittarius. There might be 2 as far as who you're dating. Mid-November, you may have to choose between 2 guys. Because I don't necessarily feel like one of the guys you're going to date is going to run for the hills. Okay, you have to be careful because one of them has a wandering eye, and if you start to date this person, you get close to this person, they may not end up committing to. There may be some element of the chase here. Okay, too. For some of you, it's a guy who's run for the hills, and the story is you're going, okay, when am I going to meet Mr. Right? But for whatever reason, you end up in a relationship regardless. So it may be the same person. So the story might be there's a fire sign male who, who may be chasing you, for whatever reason. They may be coming back into your life after, a breakup, or they may be coming back after not seeing them for a while. But it's almost like somebody comes in, they may go out and they may come back in, and then you don't think that you're gonna be with them, but you actually end up together because they come back. Or there's some elements of chasing where in the beginning you may actually date other people, but then you end up with this guy because he comes back and he decides to chase you, or he decides he wants to be with you. There may be some breaking up and getting back together here. Maybe like you break up, but he decides you're the one, and then he ends up proposing to you, which is unexpected to you. Okay. I want to say you do have to be careful about anybody who's married, Capricorn. Anybody who's married, this isn't a relationship, it's a project, okay? So you want to make sure you're not getting involved with anybody who's married, okay? That's the main thing. And you may, I don't know why they're telling me. They're saying something about pinning the tail on the donkey. you maybe have a difficult time trying to pin someone down, okay? So it may be a guy or a girl that you may be chasing, okay, Capricorn, especially Capricorn guys. You may be chasing a guy and or girl, and for whatever reason, you can't quite pin them down. They may be a little bit like skittish, or they may be a little bit like commitment phobic, or they may just be a little bit scared for some reason of a relationship. But I feel like you're going to end up in a relationship anyways. So to me, it feels like, mainly, it feels like I want to say it's this fire sign person. I want to say it's a fire sign guy. Now, that may not be the main, like it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces who has some really strong fire in their chart, okay? And they're just a warm guy. I feel like there's some kind of thing that goes on where you meet someone in the beginning of November, or there's somebody that's in your life in the beginning of November, and maybe you get busy with work and you're kind of thinking, focus on work, and then you start to maybe despair and think that you're never going to meet someone, and then this guy comes into your life again. You see him again, or there's some element of him popping up maybe when you least expect it, and you end up being in a relationship. So, I want to say for most of you, it's it may just come as a surprise. I just want to say that. To me, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. Because here you are despairing. Here you are thinking, I'm never going to find love, and then what's the outcome? Love, romance, bliss, happiness. That doesn't just happen, boom, unless there's a person. And so I feel like there is a guy who may end up chasing you for a little while, or there's a guy who has been chasing you, or you've been chasing them, and it's just been kind of I want to say a whirlwind romance. I want to say you may end up having kind of a whirlwind romance. Things may happen really swiftly, and you're not expecting it. That's all I really want to say. You also have the Five of Wands can also indicate feeling like you have to beat the world off with a stick. You have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of responsibilities. Again, you have responsibilities here, and you have responsibilities here. And so Capricorn, I kind of want to tell you to just kind of like, not focus on it so much. Do as much as you can, but let the rest go. Don't feel like you have to put yourself under any kind of pressure. Don't feel like you have to, crank. Because that's not going to serve you well. Having work-life balance, regardless of how much work you have to do, is still important. I want to say that. So keep that in the front of your mind. For those of you who are single, these may be elements of, career and being very determined. Some of you Capricorns have been super, super focused and determined. This Knight of Wands can also mean being very goal-oriented, very focused completely on the goal. So very determined, very focused, concentration on something, okay? And I feel like it is serving you well. This concentration, this focus is really good for you. So I'm not saying lose focus. I want to say just your focus is going to shift. I feel like right now your focus is on work, but your focus later on may be on other things. So, I'm not going to be a spoiler. I'm just saying it's going to be other things. We know it's going to be more in love. By end of November, I feel like for most of you who are single, you're going to be in a relationship. For those of you who are already married, this is, you being happily married, okay? And for the rest of you who, are just kind of here, there, and everywhere, in and out of relationships, in and out of love triangles, in and out of all this other madness. To me, it is a little bit of madness. November may be a little bit of madness for you, those of you who have a lot of drama going on. Primarily, though, I feel like the focus is kind of cleaning up a lot of the things, trying to get a lot of things done, being very, very busy, working hard, getting things done. There really isn't any major or negative things that are blocking you. However, in my other spreads, I will point out that some of you may feel like there's some karmic elements happening, and that's happening through relationships, other people's karma. You have to be very careful about your actions, how they affect other people, okay? Because that's karma. That's you kind of getting negative karma that way. Some of you may have been kind of recovering from some losses in the past, in the distant past, where things were not really going your way, or you were either really heartbroken, you suffered some kind of trauma, some kind of loss, and you're still not quite over it yet, okay? Because that's kind of what I saw for you. And so some of you, when you deal with loss, things kind of come and go. When I say that, I mean loss, things just kind of get triggered. It's like you could be having a great day. You could go out for a walk and then suddenly a bird flies by and you suddenly feel lost for whatever it is that you lost. And so it's just, it kind of creeps up. It creeps up, and it's the process of kind of going through it. So I feel like you kind of still are in that process. But I don't feel like you're going to be staying in that emotional place. I feel like some of you are going through some separations, and some of you are really on fire and making your mark in the world. And, you know, those of you who are going through separations, it's really important for you to, and even those of you who are single, this is a month about containing and understanding your emotions. Processing your emotions, understanding what's going on inside of you, understand what the grieving process is, understanding what it's like to recover after you've lost something. It's all these processes are important for you, lessons for you, and relationships aside, I feel like these lessons are these are the challenges. It's not necessarily present day problems, although you may have a lot of things you have to deal with, but I feel like it's a lot of past stuff and junk that's kind of come up that you have to sort through and process and get through. Residual karma, residual pain, residual suffering, any kind of thing where you're stuck, you need to move on. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay wondering if the grass is greener. Don't stay in that hesitation. Don't hesitate. You need to trust and take leaps of faith and understand that that's what the journey is all about. So that said, there really isn't much else for me to tell you. I feel like it's really great month for you. Like I said, the challenges aren't really major stuff happening like boom, explosive problem, issues this month. I feel like it's still understanding and processing things from the past. And any kind of karma that's crept up that you have to deal with, the stuff that you have to deal with and clean up. So, and I would avoid strongly anything that you get into that's creating new karma, as if there's any cheating going on, or if there's any lies going on, any kind of deceit going on, you got to make sure everything you do is on the up and up. That's all I'm going to tell you. So I wish you the best. If you'd like a private reading with me, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. And thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing and Google Plusing and messaging me. I do read everything. I just don't really respond to messages much because there's too many. I just can't because there's too many. But yeah, thank you. And I send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care. All the best.